Aatishi is the new Chief Minister of Delhi. Let's quickly get to what really worked for her. Number one, Arvind Kejriwal was very clear yesterday that the pick or the person who will replace him as interim chief minister, caretaker chief minister, has to be somebody who's administratively savvy, has to be somebody who knows the workings of a very complex bureaucracy where Delhi is concerned, who understands the workings of government which faces a fair amount of complications because of its relationship with the Lieutenant Governor. And who's been doing this all along? Viewers, when Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia were both in jail, it was Aatishi. She already handled the lion's share of the portfolios where Delhi was concerned, 14 of them, and more than anything else, what worked for Aatishi, there might be weaknesses. She might not be trusted by certain senior leaders. Some of them may be grudging the meteoric rise of Aatishi over others. But what has worked for Aatishi, other than anybody else, is implicit trust. Arvind Kejriwal, viewers, is a man who will only give that position to somebody who he implicitly trusts, who's a loyalist, and one person who's, at least over the period of time where the Aam Aadmi Party has had its back towards the wall and fighting an uphill task, who's shown loyalty consistently, is an Aatishi. So Aatishi, while might have had her pluses in terms of administration, what won the day for Aatishi has been her abject loyalty. I want to cross to my colleague Nabila, who's joining us. Nabila, can you take us there? What's the atmospherics outside?
Right, this is largely the media that's right outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence. Aatishi's name has, in a way, informally been announced. A formal announcement is yet to come by, but that's what it really looks like, Preeti. Right outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, all the MLAs who unanimously, we believe, decided that Aatishi will be a perfect fit to be the interim Chief Minister in Kejriwal's absence. And like you rightly said, his most trusted lieutenant, we could call very safely, of Aatishi. She currently serves as Delhi's Minister of Education, PWD, Culture and Tourism. Really meaty portfolios that Aatishi has held and has held it and worked towards it with finesse. We believe she was previously an advisor to the former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia all the way from July 2015 to April 2018, where she largely focused on educative reforms. I mentioned earlier she's a double master's graduate coming from Oxford, St. Stephen's graduate. She's been a driving force behind revamping the entire Delhi public education system. So, to that extent, Aatishi seems to be a perfect fit. In fact, she was the one who was firefighting. Just before the news came in, I was mentioning on how the Aam Aadmi Party received a lot of criticism in the last 6 months that Arvind Kejriwal was in prison, Preeti, that the governance had taken a big hit. It was in the back burner. There was no assembly session that was held. There was no cabinet meeting that was held. In fact, civic governance itself really mounted immense pressure on the Aam Aadmi Party, maybe to look forward to a different person at the helm until Arvind Kejriwal deals with this case, possibly someone else to guide the party to deal with the situation at hand. We know the UPSC students' death, 4 of them, that really, at that point, hit the brand image of Aam Aadmi Party to that extent. In fact, even the civic body is under the Aam Aadmi Party. They can't even blame the BJP. So governance took a big hit and a backseat. And it appears to be a larger driving force towards the Aam Aadmi Party now to actually pick someone who could focus entirely on governance itself. And who better than Aatishi itself to do this? As she was the one who was working, firefighting, speaking to the media all along the time that Arvind Kejriwal was in prison, dealing with the situation, even the civic mess at that point. Aatishi was certainly forthright, and she was the one advising and maybe coordinating with different departments to ensure things are sorted out. So definitely a right, able hand that Arvind Kejriwal has decided to shift his powers to in the interim.
All right, that's the outside the Chief Minister's residence is what's coming in. Visuals very shortly We will hear Saurabh Bhardwaj, not just that, maybe possibly Arvind Kejriwal coming out. We're also going to try and get images from inside, but I want to take you, we've been giving you, ball-to-ball presentation, minute-to-minute account on what's going on where the parliamentary affairs, where the legislative party meeting is concerned, the Vidhayak Dal meeting which is going on. How did the consensus reach? Because it did seem it was very, very quick, Amit Bhardwaj. Ultimately, the Delhi Chief Minister had zeroed in on two names after the PAC. The morning we saw lots of deliberations as well, where you had Manish Sisodia going in, once again speaking. One of the people that actually stuck for Atishi and constantly pushed her name, Amit, was Manish Sisodia. Yesterday, we do know it was Durgesh Pathak and importantly Manish Sisodia that batted for Atishi, said she's the right fit. Nobody else would be able to manage Delhi better. This morning, again, we had an indication that Manish Sisodia went and reiterated his point yesterday.
Right, Preeti, if you look at things, how a list of names were going around, possibly this can be selected or the other name can be picked up. But the party was pretty clear about one thing, that who they want to become the successor of Arvind Kejriwal. Somebody who understands the Delhi's complex bureaucratic system, who understands the working of the Delhi government and will be able to get the work done. Because the entire focus of Aam Aadmi Party-led government in Delhi would be now to ensure that every file that they want to get clear should be, at least cleared from the Delhi Secretariat. And you had a lot of restrictions on Arvind Kejriwal as Delhi Chief Minister. So now with the new Chief Minister in place, if you're picking up somebody new as successor of Arvind Kejriwal, why not have somebody who understands the ideology of the party, is close to the top leadership, as well as, can handle the bureaucracy of the national capital. And Atishi was an obvious choice for that particular, for becoming the successor of Arvind Kejriwal. But yes, what was working in favor of Kailash Gehlot was definitely the fact that he's a man who's not, who's known for not having any confrontation with the bureaucrats and LGVK Saxena, even in the face of worst of crisis. Even when the situation was very complex and difficult in the national capital, you had Kailash Gehlot being able to get his files through the Raj Niwas, and the all transport department pilot projects were implemented in the national capital. So that narrow gap was actually being created.
But Amit, that narrow gap that you tell us, could that have been the reason why Kailash Gehlot lost out? Because ultimately, the reason was who would be an Arvind Kejriwal loyalist, who he could trust implicitly. And the trust factor was which Kailash Gehlot possibly did not enjoy to the capacity that an Atishi did.
Yes, Preeti, and there's a history to it now. As I was also mentioning the Independence Day chapter, you had Atishi's name being put forward by the Delhi Chief Minister, that she's the one who should unfurl the national flag instead of Arvind Kejriwal on the Independence Day. The LG did not accept that proposal, saying that he has not received any letter